Let's talk about some of the major developments. So we would be focusing on some of the most important map locations. Now, three important regions: Sundargarh, Khejuner, and Mayurbhanj in Odisha. You have educational campuses and mega educational complexes being built up in the tribal areas. The two major tribes that are seen here are the Santals and the Bhuyans. So that is one of the major developments that we are seeing. And the next is Kodumangal village in the Erode district of Tamil Nadu. Now here we have excavations that have come up, and we have nearly 250 crane circles that have been seen. You have burial cysts that have been found, and this region of Erode is known exclusively also for turmeric cultivation. So turmeric cultivation, again a very important reason why Erode is in news. And the next is the Palakkad. Now Palakkad in Kerala is a location where you have recently IIT Palakkad that has been established, and you have the automated lung ultrasound machine that would screen most of the patients. So it is a cloud based image analysis and screening system that is there. The next is the region of Jorhat in Assam. Now Jorhat, you have the CSIR Institute, which is the Northeast Institute of Science and Technology. It has developed a testing laboratory and a testing kits for COVID patients. So again, Jorhat is one of the major cities of Assam. So again important. The next is Saharanpur. Saharanpur in Uttar Pradesh. Here recently a fossil of elephant was discovered from the Shivalik sediment, and therefore has been in news. Now Saharanpur is also in news because it is one of the major tourist destinations in Uttar Pradesh. The next is the Sajjila Island. Sajjelia Island in the region of Sundarbans is very important. You have 6 solar microgrids that have been established to cater nearly to 600 families that are located in that area. And in the times of Amphan cyclone that affected most of the parts of West Bengal, this was the region that basically survived because of the solar power based grids that were present here. So again, a very remarkable development that was seen in the region of Sajjala Islands in the Sundarbans. The next is the Sant Karmari village in the regions of Bastar. Now this village lies in Chhattisgarh. You have the Batra community that is popular there, and natives of this region have tried to make the village and the people in the village self-sufficient. So you have community-led governance system that has been released, and through this you have numerous cultivation activities, agriculture and minor forest produce activities that have been focused, and this is one of the tribal dominated areas of Chhattisgarh. The next is the regions of Paradeep, Puri and Gopalpur. Now all the three regions, again in the region of Odisha, all the beaches in these regions have been worst affected because tourism under lockdown and COVID had been badly affected. As a result, a lot of camel population that was there has been abandoned because there are no tourists in those areas, and it's a kind of deserted view that could be seen. Now Paradeep is one of the major seaports again, and you have Gopalpur, which is one of the most popular tourist destinations of Odisha. So those are again badly affected. Galwan River had been in news in the recent controversy of the India-China dispute. You have the Galwan River that was in news, and the Galwan River has been named after the Ghulam Rasool Galwan. He was a Ladakhi adventurist and an explorer, and this is one of the upstream tributaries of Indus River. So this is the site where Indian soldiers recently lost their lives. The next is the Swabhiman Anchal. Now Swabhiman Anchal is a kind of effort that has been done in the mesoist prone regions of Odisha. Then you have the parts affected from Andhra Pradesh and the regions of Chhattisgarh. So this is a region where you have most of the refugees as mesoist coming, and a kind of long hold of people have been there. So again, population of mesoist from the nearby areas draining into this area. The next is Malkangiri district in Odisha. Now Malkangiri district is known for the Tarni temple, which is very famous. Similarly, you have the Satiguda dam, which is again important. Recently the HEP power project, that is the Balimela dam was in news, and then this is one of the major regions in Odisha. The next is Kushinagar. Now Kushinagar, recently center has declared this as an international airport. Now this is in the vicinity of the major religious destinations, mainly the Buddhist cultural sites. So you have the closer areas as Lumbini, Shravasti, Kapilavastu, and declaring this as an international airport would bring in tourism mainly from the regions of Tibet, China, Japan, where you have a lot of Buddhist following that is there. So Kushinagar, located close to Gorakhpur, is a major destination in Uttar Pradesh. The next is the Dumka district in Jharkhand. Now Dumka district, a unique initiative for education started, where in the village people were given education through the use of loudspeakers during the lockdown period and this COVID period. So again, a definite effort that has been done by the local governance to maintain that education is available to all. The next is Kannauj district in Uttar Pradesh. Now Kannauj district in Uttar Pradesh recently witnessed severe degradation in the quality of water. The biological oxygen demand, the levels have been significantly tremendous. The quality of the water has deteriorated from C to D, and therefore Kannauj has been in news. Kannauj is known as India's perfume capital. So most of the itra, most of the perfumes are being processed and manufactured in the regions of Kannauj. You have tobacco, rose water, which is mainly used in these perfumes. The next is the Hubali-Ankola rail line. Now this is a proposed railway line which would be cutting one of the major forest areas of Western Ghats, and that would definitely have an impact on the climate and therefore has been controversial. Hubli is known for its, Hubli or also known as Hubali, is known for its handloom industries. It's one of the major iron and cotton hubs in the regions of Karnataka. So again, important. The next is in Jaipur, you have Dr. B. Lal Institute of Biotechnology, which is one of the premier biotechnology institutes in the state of Rajasthan. You have wastewater samples that have been collected here from the hospital waste, municipal waste, and then treatment of this and the detection of the bacteria here had been done. The next is three important locations which have been now part of Nepal has basically showed that these three are the parts of the Nepal's territory and not Indian territory are important. So those are Kalapani, Lipu Lake and Limpudurai. So both three of these are important, very important locations for your map location purpose, even for your examination point of view. Now the Kailash Mansarovar Yatra is conducted through the Lipu Lake Pass. So Lipu Lake Pass has an historic importance and it lies on the Indo-China border. You have the Garbiyang villagers, which basically considered the region of Kalapani as their ancestral region before the Indo-China dispute that arose in 1962. So definitely this has been significant. And similarly, you have another group of villagers, the Gunji villagers, which consider Lipu Lake as one of their important places. The next important location is the National Center for Biological Sciences based in Bangalore. Now you have a recent species of dragonfly in the regions of Konkan, which is known as rock dweller dragonfly, which has been found and it is endemic to this region of Western Ghats. It's mainly found in the rocks and the concrete walls. So again, a very important location. The next is the Gir National Park, the Gir Sanctuary, the Sasan Gir and the Talala region. Now this region had been in news as we have seen in the Down to Earth edition. You have the CDV, that is the canine distemper virus that basically spread in these areas, and a significant population of Asiatic lions have been affected. So that is again important. And the last important important location for today is the Harda district. Now, Harda district in Madhya Pradesh is a location where you have the Synergy Sansthan, which is a non-profit working organization mainly working for the benefit of the Gondu tribals and the Korku tribal regions here, where the practices of hand washing, sanitization have been told to the tribals through this NGO, and therefore has been a significant development in the times of COVID. So those are some of the major things that we have discussed in this map location series. We would be covering many more interesting topics and recent updates in the upcoming lectures. Stay tuned, stay subscribed for many more updates from our side. Have a wonderful evening ahead.